Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're getting our hands dirty, metaphorically speaking. We're diving into the Tamiya DT-03 chassis. You know, the one under the Neo Fighter Buggy.
Yeah, great little platform, very popular.
Right. And our mission today really is for you. We want to give you a clear roadmap, kind of tiered for upgrades, hop-ups to take this pretty solid entry-level buggy and turn it into something, well, more durable, more tunable, maybe even race-ready.
That's a great goal. And Tamiya almost expects you to do this. They design them with upgrades in mind. But first things first, before you click buy on anything,
Yes.
you really got to check what's in your specific kit box. Do a quick audit, some special editions, like I think the green metallic one, number 47371.
Okay.
Sometimes they sneak in better parts from the factory, maybe CVA oil dampers, maybe a torque-tuned motor. You don't want to buy something you already got. Save yourself some cash.
That makes a lot of sense. Good tip. So, okay, assuming a standard kit, you talk about this must-have trinity of upgrades. Why start there? Why not just, go for speed straight away?
Because you got to fix the weak points first. Address the compromises in the basic kit. Friction, poor damping, wear and tear. Those need sorting before you add power. Ideally, you do these three during the initial build.
All right, so what's number one, the absolute most critical?
Easy one. The full ball bearing set.
Yeah.
Part number 54579. It's maybe the single biggest improvement you can make.
Why is that?
The stock kit uses plastic bushings. They create a ton of friction, slows you down, drains your battery faster. But worse, much worse, they get grit embedded in them.
Oh, like sandpaper.
Exactly, a sandpaper effect. They just grind away at your metal axles, your drive shafts. Bearings reduce that friction massively, make everything smoother, faster, and crucially, they protect those important metal parts. Longevity.
Okay, bearings in. Makes sense. What's the next big problem you'll hit? Like taking it off-road for the first time?
The bounce, the
Yep.
pogo stick effect. It's pretty uncontrolled. The stock dampers are just friction pegs, really. They don't damp much of anything.
Right, so the car just hops over bumps instead of absorbing them.
Totally. Destroys traction, makes handling unpredictable. You need proper shocks. That's the CVA oil-filled damper set, part 54567. They use oil and pistons to control the spring rebound, keeps the tires on the ground. Huge difference in stability and grip.
Predictability. I like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Okay, bearings, dampers. What's the third part of this essential trinity? You mentioned a pinion gear,
Yeah, the steel pinion gear, 54628. A lot of people skip this one, try to save a few bucks.
but that's a bad idea.
It is, especially if you plan any motor upgrade later, even just a sport tuned. The stock pinion gear is aluminum, it's soft, running in dirt, adding even a bit more torque. It just chews it up fast.
So it strips out.
Yep, leads to gearbox issues. The steel one is hardened. It's cheap insurance, really. Essential preventative step. Seriously, don't even think about more power until you've got bearings, oil shocks, and that steel pinion. You're just asking for things to break otherwise.
Got it. The foundation. Bearings for efficiency, dampers for control, steel pinion for reliability. So once that's solid, then we can start thinking about tuning.
Exactly. Now you move from just fixing problems to actually enhancing performance, unlocking adjustability, making it handle how you want it to.
So looking at the suspension, those fixed plastic links,
Mm-hmm.
they don't offer much tuning, do they?
Not at all.
Yeah.
They set the camera and toe angles, and that's it. If you want to actually tune how the car corners, how much grip it has laterally, you need adjustability.
Which means,
The full turnbuckle set, part 54572. These replace the fixed plastic links with threaded rods. You can just twist them to precisely adjust your camber and toe. That's fundamental for getting more corner speed and grip.
right, dialing it in for different surfaces or tracks. Okay, now upgrades often shift the stress, right? You strengthen one part, the next weakest link might show up. Like maybe if you add stronger shock towers.
Good point. Like the optional carbon fiber damper stays, part 54562. They're stiffer, yes, but an impact that might have flexed the plastic tower could now transfer more force somewhere else. It's always a balance.
And speaking of transferring force, if someone does decide to go big, like a powerful brushless motor system, what absolutely has to be upgraded in the drivetrain to handle that?
Ah, yeah. If you're putting serious power down, especially with the kind of suspension travel this buggy has, the stock dogbone drive shafts can become a problem.
How so?
Under extreme suspension angles, like landing a jump or heavy cornering, they can bind up or even pop out completely. Lose drive, not good.
So the solution.
You need universals. The DF-02 assembly universal shafts, part number 53791. They handle the angle much better, provide smooth, consistent power delivery no matter what the suspension is doing. Essential for brushless power.
Okay, so let's pull this together. If someone's aiming for, say, club racing, they've done the Trinity, the turnbuckles, maybe the universals. What's the sort of advanced tuning part for really maximizing traction?
That would definitely be the ball differential. Specifically, the DT-02 ball differential set, part 53863, works perfectly in the DT-03.
And what does that do that the standard gear diff doesn't?
The standard diff is okay, but on loose surfaces, it can diff outspin all the power to the wheel with the least traction, usually the inside wheel in a corner. You lose drive. A ball diff uses plates and balls, and you can adjust the tension to control how much slip occurs.
So it lets you put the power down more smoothly coming out of corners, even if it's slippery?
Precisely. It's tunable traction control, essentially. Really helps on low grip tracks.
Interesting. And you mentioned the DT-02 diff and the DF-02 universals.
Sorry.
It seems like there's a lot of parts sharing between these Kamiya chassis.
Absolutely. That's a key thing to realize. The DT-03 has DNA from the DT-02 and even shares some compatibility with the 4WD DF-02 platform. Tamiya often lists parts as compatible across multiple models.
So there's this bigger pool of official Tamiya hop-ups available than you might first think.
Exactly. A huge pool of parts designed by Tamiya, tested by Tamiya, made to fit properly, which leads to a final thought for you to consider. Knowing that there's this wide range of official, high-quality, cross-compatible hop-ups, like that ball diff or those universal shafts, how does that influence your choice when you're looking at upgrades? Especially when you compare them to maybe some third-party aftermarket parts that look flashy but might have questionable quality or unknown long-term reliability. Are you going for proven Tamiya engineering? Or maybe just, something shiny, worth thinking about?